Hello, good morning. My name's Jason Agi. I'm one of your hosts today, along with the team from Tricentis and my colleagues from Talent Web, including our insurance specialist, Ivan McAuliffe. Talent Web focuses on building networks which make an impact. We believe that these events do just that they can help our clients and help our potential clients implement strategies and practices which are best practice. We spend months mapping organisations. We seek out the very best talent in the marketplace, the top 10 to 15% of inquisitive, intelligent minds. As you can see from the audience here today, we are well networked and we are very active within your communities. Our consultants regularly write news articles, join industry groups, and participate in discussion forums on the trends and changes affecting your domains. So our idea for today was for an interactive discussion around the principles and practices affecting the testing domain. We wanted to connect you with other industry professionals, and we wanted to give you an opportunity to quiz the experts. Without any further delay, I'd like to hand you over to our insurance specialist, Ivan McAuliffe. Since joining us from one of the bigger firms, Ivan has worked solely within the insurance domain. He's developed tier 1 supplier relationships with Wesfarmers and with TAL. He's regularly interviewed for Insurance Business Online, and is the first person many of you will have come into contact with when hearing about our event today.
Morning everyone. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone for coming along this morning. We run these events with the intention of facilitating meaningful, intelligent conversations amongst influential industry leaders such as yourselves. What I do is I manage Talent Web's project services and IT portfolio for our insurance clients here in Sydney and in Melbourne. I have a really strong network of architects, project managers, business analysts, testers and developers who are specific to the insurance space, both on a contract and a permanent base. The candidates I work with are carefully selected, and after the hundreds of technical tests, rigorous screening processes, personality assessments and reference checks, I'm very confident that the people that we put forward are of the highest quality and come from a background of proven success in delivery. Working in this way allows us to focus on a specific brand of talent that enhances our capability in the marketplace, but more importantly builds a strong foundation for business. Without further delay, I'd like to introduce Dominic. Dominic is the Managing Director of Tricentis Asia Pacific.
Good morning. I represent Tricentis. It's a technology company from Europe. We started out in Austria in 1997, so some time ago. And maybe briefly on Jason's introduction, I can confirm Jason has helped us to find some real good talent in this market. So I can really recommend Talent Web. Now, accelerating business innovation. When Thomas and I, so the mission of our company, of Tricentis, is to help our clients increase the quality of software and at the same time decrease the cost and the time to market with their software. Now when Thomas, my business partner, and I started here in Australia in 2010, we believed that the local market, the Australian market, New Zealand market, Asia Pac market, really is driven by quality and cost, very like the European market, which is a bit more conservative market. But we learned quickly that the local market has an equal focus on, or local organizations have an equal focus on time to market, accelerating business innovation. What does that have to do with us? How can we help our clients to achieve speed, quality, and lower cost of delivery? Now, we as a technology company, we offer a solution that spans the entire test life cycle, from requirements engineering through test design, through test specification, manual execution, automated execution, reporting and everything. That does not really make us different from anyone else in the market, from our competitors in the market. What makes us different is two things. One is we offer computer-aided test design. And computer-aided test design is an attempt to systematic test design, whereby you will achieve higher risk coverage with fewer tests. And we have proven again and again with organizations in the market that we can reduce the number of test cases by more than 50%. Now that in itself will obviously decrease cost and increase speed or decrease time to market. The second area where we truly differentiate is we offer model-based test automation. Whereas the market out there, by and large, is still on script-based test automation, which is the generations that we saw up until the early 2000s, we are offering a model-based test automation. And model-based test automation eliminates a whole range of maintenance issues that are inherent in script-based testing. And thus, it allows for a much higher coverage with test automation, and thereby speeds up the delivery and also brings down the cost of testing. Let me give you an example here. UBS, a Swiss bank, applied that approach about 3 years ago already. So we have been on the market with this solution since 2005. It's not brand new. It's newer to this market, but not brand new on the market. Now, we did a project with them on security testing, on security trading. And before we started, they had about 2,206 test cases in their quality center. And what their problem was is that they only had about 120 hours budget with each and every release to do regression testing. So they were not really testing 2,206 test cases because it would have been way too many. They skimmed through that suite and tested only about 10%, about 220 test cases is what they could execute in the 120 hours. We spent with them 85 days to do workshops at the beginning, to kind of redesign all their test cases. That didn't take too long, and then to automate the majority of these test cases. The result was that prior to that implementation, their own statistics, according to their skimming, because these were obviously risk-based, so not every test case had an equal weight, but according to their own statistics, they only covered about 33%, which took them 120 hours to clear. Post the implementation, they were down 16 hours. That includes data setup. It's a turnkey solution. It includes data setup as well as the triage after execution, 16 hours. And since they now can execute all test cases that actually cover the entire functional spec of the previous 2,206 test cases, they are now on a test coverage of 95%. And last but not least, which I find is the most stunning story of all, Caroline Carter, she's head of solutions testing at Bank West. They dropped their release cycles from clearing the test stage, and we talk here from the point where a developer drops a code and builds the software on the build server, to getting feedback on white box testing as well as environment testing as well as black box functional testing from more than a week down to 12 minutes. Now that includes a little bit more than just test automation. They also introduced obviously continuous delivery and with that automated load balancing where they can distribute the execution across many virtual machines or physical machines. All of that can be applied across mobile testing, web testing, enterprise applications, desktop applications, packaged applications, be it Siebel or SAP as an example, or Oracle eBusiness Suite, as well as in the cloud in agile projects, and last but not least on big data or data warehouse systems.